The only time Muck looked older was when he had the beard, and even then he didn't really. Even then I didn't really. Okay. He looked older in a good way with the beard. I mean, that sounds like I should bring it back. Have to run that by Lady Luck, though. What sort of haircut do you get, and how do you do your hair? You always look sharp. When I try to do something like it, it just looks unkempt or ruffled. Dude, when I... Okay, so, first of all, my wife cuts my hair, and she basically, like, buzzes the sides, and then just, like, leaves the top, like, a bit longer, and just cuts the top with scissors. This thing here is the result of me doing this for years. At this point in the morning, I get like a drop of gel and I just do that. And then like that's it for the front. The back, I just comb. I get major bedhead whenever I wake up. My hair's like always sticking straight up. I just like comb down the back with a wet comb. And I like wash it with shampoo like every other day. Like once every 2 days. If I go to day 3, it looks really greasy. To Daddy Kappa. I heard that. Thank you. Yeah. 3 days without washing my hair and it looks greasy. It looks awful. So every other day is when I do it. That's a lot of stuff. Tentacles everywhere. Bloodlord Thelonus. Make a portal in case I get popped or something. Tentacles, yep. And then we got like a rift here. See what's in there. Evening, what's up, New Gaming? Oh, that just takes me back outside. Oh, okay. That's just a portal to the surface. Alright. Loghorian, the voice of Chthon. Alright, so this is basically like the base game story boss. There are tougher bosses that are optional that you have to find, but this is like the base game story boss. Ow, half my health. Oh, half my health gone again. Back up, drink a potion. Potion. He's almost dead. Now we can open the loot boxes. I think that's everything. Portal over here. That takes us back outside. Okay. So, with that, let's go back to Fort Icon. And we can turn this in, and then we should be able to get the quest to go to Malmuth.
You've returned. So our great moment of triumph is soured with tragedy. Arumita.
Oh, hold on. I just remembered. Similar to Guild Wars 2, they never really mastered getting the volume correct on their cutscenes. And that one we have watched before, and it is deafeningly loud.
I struggle to admit this, but I must abandon my efforts at opening a rift to reach Algrim.
Okay.
Good, you're back. I struggle to admit this. You see, the Luminari have long been aware of it.
Okay, so there's that.
Excuse me, my father and I were part of a...
Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Come see what's
Alright,
left of my wares.
so any of this... Mark of the Dreadblade. We're just keep saying. Okay. So, with that, destroy the ethereal barrier heading north out of Burwich Estates. Alright, so we can make a portal. And we need to get to Ugdenbog. So that means going back here to, like, the end of Act 1. And then going backwards a minute. When done with the base game, do you up the difficulty from normal, or what's best? So, my current goal right now is just to show the expansions, the new expansion stuff. Because I've done, like, many playthroughs of Grim Dawn. And the new expansion stuff, I'm currently on a quest, and it requires me to gather some quest items that come from various old expansion content. And because I made a new character for this playthrough, this character has not been through the old expansions. So we are blasting through that stuff now to gather the quest items to take back to the new expansion to open up a barrier. This is where we're at right now. So this is all a low-level area at the moment. Okay, so this is the barrier. And we use the quest item there. And now we can get past it. There's a level 65 guy right behind the barrier just to make sure that you aren't some low level who got here by accident. Working my way to Fort Icon for the first time. Gotcha. Yeah, after you finish the base game, which you're probably like 3/4 through. You can just go into the expansion stuff or work on like upping the game to a higher difficulty. Was that veteran difficulty? Yes. Yes, it was. I think you can go straight to ultimate now if you want. I'm not sure if I can or not. But in any case, I know I couldn't make a character on ultimate difficulty unless I had done some other stuff. Because I made this character on the top difficulty it allowed me to, and that was veteran. Let's see. So we gotta get through Gloomwald and then Ugdenbog. So wait, what is the quest in Ugdenbog again? Secrets of Ugdenbog. You've gained access to Ugdenbog. Grant the essence. Ugdenbog golems rose from the earth. Okay, so there's something in Ugdenbog that we need, so we can kind of just speed through to that point. Yeah, one nice thing about jumping to, like, let's say I jump to ultimate difficulty, is the, those early devotion shrines. It's really easy to access them, and you can get a bunch of devotion points that, if you need more. Burwich Village. Some big fellas. Shrine here. Alright, so... Oh, this guy's like a boss. We should kill him first. Then do the shrine, not both at once. There we go. That's another devotion point. But that did not lead the direction I was looking for. So let's go back this way. That's a totem. Gotta give them, considering I am in the base game from 10 years ago, a lot of them look good. Some are far more mid. I can't wait to see how well they do it later. The area I'm in right now is kind of a swamp. This is the first expansions area, I believe. And then there's another expansion that's like a sunny desert type vibe. And then the new expansion's like snow-covered mountains. Wait until the second part of Malmuth. Yeah, there's like a city overrun by demons and stuff. is the later part of it. Right now it's swamp. Oh, I just realized the Briarthorn got killed. I don't know when that happened. Can't believe they say the desert for third expansion. We all know Act 2 is desert. That's the law. Because of Loot Go Lane. Does Grim Dawn have loot filters similar to PoE? It has a built-in loot filter. You can hit O and say, this is what I want to see. And you can filter out to only show you certain things if you want. PoE loot filter's next level, but then it's community driven. Yeah, it's been a bit since I played PoE, but at the time that I played it, the loot filter was not built into the game. It was like he said, a community-made thing. Got a quest marker in here. That's a dead end. Here's our quest target. Caraxus Fowl.
Can't do that yet.
Alright, got the Primal Spirit out. It's gonna start dying a lot faster now. I wish the PoE loot filter syntax wasn't so crazy. Something like Lua or Yami would be wonderful. I'm not familiar with those terms. That sounds like programming lingo to me. I will say, I did find the PoE loot filter to be, like, as someone who didn't know anything about it, it was a pain getting it set up for the first time. I was like, this setup needs a get to the point guide, but I'm not gonna do it. It took both my brain cells rubbing against each other really hard to figure that one out. You're not using rainbow filter? I mean, it's been a while since I played PoE. I remember the never sync filter. I don't know what rainbow filter is. Rainbow filter is Grim Dawn. Oh, okay, sorry. I was talking about PoE. No, I'm just using the built-in filter for Grim Dawn. It's got everything I need. Wait, what was that? It's like a body. It's not really a loot filter, it's a mod that color codes damage types and stats, making it easier to see stuff. Gotcha. No. I have no history with that. I think we're almost to that little town with the witches. Alright, so talk to this
Whatever
person.
Whatever it is you think you're doing, if you seek over what you ask will take me some. I care.
Alright. So this was the first expansion area.
Looking for a new you?
Let's see. Okay. Exciting. We are where we need to be. Let's do that. And, whoa. I almost just closed the game. That's not what we wanted. Alright, put the points there, and I have... Yeah, that's fine. I have 3 devotion points. I remember last time I was playing this, I wasn't really sure on what I next wanted to go for, and I was temporarily putting them into these 2 here as placeholders, because they at least gave us some more elemental damage. So I'll just keep doing that. Alright, so here's Ugdenbog. So somewhere in this level is some kind of big golem giant thing that I need to kill, because it has an item I need for the finale. So I'm gonna go around the border of the map and get that first. Don't you need to reach a certain point in the game before accessing the expansion areas? Yeah, for example, you have to beat the boss of the base game. Let me show you here. Okay, here's the map, right? So you start off and you go do, and you go up this way, and then like here is the end of, let's call it Act 1. You can't go further than that. After you go all the way up here, and you beat the boss of the original game, you then get the thing that you need to go beyond this point and then keep going this way up to Malmuth, which is the first expansion. But at a certain point in the story, like I think when you finish Act 1, you get access to like a teleport, which you can take over here to this desert area, which is at a different part on the planet. And this is the desert expansion right here. And then ignoring all that expansion stuff, if you're just playing the base game and you go up here, you beat Act 1, then you're going up this way. Once you get to Fort Icon, going right is the end of the base game, going left is the brand new expansion. And you can go left a really long time, but when you get to Roof of the World, you need some quest items from the previous expansions, so that has sent me back here. If I had realized that, I might have used an older character I had to play through the new content, but I did not know that was going to be a thing, so I made a new character for this, and because I did that, I now have to break into those expansion areas to get those quest items. So backtracking. I mean, it's tying all the stories together. I don't hate it. but I wish I had used a character I already had to do this. Alright, that I am pretty sure is just like an endgame dungeon. I don't think that's related to what we're currently doing. Essence of Ugdenbog. Oh, I think that's one of the things we need. Okay, so I gotta find one more of those in this level somewhere. Oh, suddenly half health potion. Detonation site. I don't think I need to detonate that in order to find our quest items, so I'm just going to keep going around the border. Essence of Ugdenbog. Is that all of it? Gather the essence of Bargle, 0 out of 1. Deliver the... Okay, so... Bargle, the Wandering Mountains, which creature discharge 7 must be made. Okay, so there's one more thing called Bargle, the Wandering Mound I gotta find in here somewhere. I don't know if he's in this big open area or in one of the, like, side areas. Is the Soul Frame Founders Pack worth picking up? I last played Soul Frame some months ago, and at that time, I really did not like it. And I said I would be willing to try it again after they had made more progress on the game. So I can't really speak on that.